Hardwoods. Number 15, Kyam Shannon Good, sponsored by Steve Black Electrical. Number 17, Brad Bruce. Yep. Sponsored by number 16 is Clancy Brown. Yes, Clancy Brown. Number 19 is Corey Firth. Number 20 is Troy Robinson. And that will round us out for the Grafton side this afternoon. Number 1, William McKee. Number 2, Shannon Taylor. Number 3, Matthew Laurie. Number 4, Oliver Scott. Number 5, Jay Olsen. Number 6, Reese Hambley. Number 18, Cody Walker. Number 13, Mason Graham. Number 12, Kyron Heron. Number 11, Malcolm Scott. Number 10, Thomas Baker. Number 16, Tyler Hancock. Number 17, Shay White. Number 8, Jacob Harvey. Number 20, Caleb Martin. Number 14, Thomas Bowles. Number 7, Jacob Cameron Clark. Number 15, Lockie Goff. And number 9, Jacob Ryan. Okay, welcome back for the kickoff of the reserve grade fixture this afternoon with the Orara Valley Axemen taking on the Grafton Ghosts. Grafton kicking off from left to right this afternoon. Ball's going to go down. It's going to find Andy Gardner to start off this afternoon. Makes his way up over the 10.
This looks like it'll be a physical game. The size of these Ghosties boys, this looks like a extremely physical game is about to unfold here, but let's wait and see. Ghosty getting 3 into the tackle, so
some numbers in earlier. Andy Gardner looks like he's down on his haunches early. Jack Williams now turns Dion Marr back onto the inside, bumps away from the first Dion, and a penalty's blown there from the referee.
That's what we need, a relieving penalty to start the game.
So, as we all know, possession is key when it comes to reserve grade.
A good touch finder from Jack Williams there. Welcome back out to the field, Jack. We haven't seen you for a while.
It's great to see Jack back out for the Orara Valley Axemen.
I wouldn't mind betting Jack's here, just making sure that his brother Tom Williams from Tom Williams Plumbing gets enough shout-outs.
So Billy Dollar finds his way up into the bit of push and shove there. And the referees didn't like that from Billy Dollar and has blown a penalty the other way. So looks like we've got a trading penalty for penalty to start off with this afternoon. So Grafton will look to fine touch here, just inside the Axemen half.
All right, so the first bit of pressure to the Axemen for the afternoon. Let's see how we hold up.
This tackle made there by Smits, Morris and Catliff. Again, some solid defence there from Pete Varner in the middle.
Pete Varner and
looks like he might have hurt himself here.
That's it's an arm injury by the look of that. He's holding his forearm rather than a shoulder. No, he's shaking his head. I'd say he's done for the afternoon, Pete Varner.
I dare say he might have got his arm caught in an awkward position.
That's not looking great down there. He's in a lot of pain.
So they'll look to get the subs in there for Valina.
Who's number 17 about to come out?
Number 17 is Brad Gruce. Brad Gruce.
Welcome to the club, Brad.
First game this afternoon for the Axemen, I believe. It's just a bit of a break in play here, just while Pete comes off. Seems to be in quite a bit of discomfort, so it's obviously no rush getting a player off when they are injured. So Pete, what can you tell us about the Grafton side? Where are they sitting so far on the table this year in the reserve grade competition?
I'd have to check their heights, but they're sitting about mid-pack. We only played the Grafton side a few weeks ago, midweek, as a make-up game, and the reserve grade side did run away from the Axemen that night. So I'm expecting that the Axemen will want to atone a little bit for that night. They were well and truly off their game, but for sure, this Grafton side, as I said earlier, it's got some size about it. It's got some physicality about it. So I think they will start to dominate there.
It's a bit of a raid down the right-hand side here. Stopped in the corner by Billy Dollar there. Last tackle here for the Grafton side. What do they got on the end of their set? There's a shift to the left here. Finds the 5'8", who puts in a grubber kick. Ball's bouncing around there. Bouncing around a little bit. And what's the referee going to call here?
Oh, he's called
an accidental offside.
Accidental offside. So that'll put extra pressure on.
So not what the Axemen were after there. Didn't quite diffuse that kick, but a little bit more pressure coming here just to start this half. It's Grafton now just try and barge their way over close to the line. Offload, finds an Axemen player, and the ball's been turned over. So really well done there from the Axemen to absorb that. Scott Lacey dives on the loose ball.
Pretty sure Scotty's skipper in the squad again there this afternoon. They'll really need every part of his experience out there this afternoon to gel this squad together. It's the Axemen have been turning up every week.
Here he goes, Scott Lacey over the top. Big of a swinging arm there from number 8. Nothing called from the referee. Lacey didn't like it a whole lot either. Got up and had words with the Grafton player. Dion Marr now down the left-hand side, bustling his way.
Nice from Dion.
Makes his way just over the 40 now.
It's like a human wrecking ball, isn't he?
He is. He's built very low to the ground and very, very hard to handle. Nice flat ball there from Jack Williams onto Catliff. So
Jake's been having a great year. I mean, he's picked up a couple of injuries, but he keeps turning up for the Axemen. He's been, the consistent forward there for the Axemen in this reserve grade squad this year. So he's, it's great to see him out there again this afternoon, and I think his workload will be pretty high again.
So we saw a kick down there from Kyle Dyson, the Axemen halfback. He's another new recruit to the club this year. First time I've seen him pull on a jersey so far, but did come over from the UK to play with Woolgoolga once upon a time, so it'll be interesting to see what he adds this afternoon. So the Grafton side make their way just inside their own side halfway now. It's the tackle made there by Catliff and Williams. Just punching back in behind the ruck there. Last tackle now, just inside the Axemen half, about 40 out from the try line. The Grafton player goes high down to Giles Donovan. Leaves his feet, manages to take the ball, and he's just swamped on his own 10 there.
Didn't look really comfortable under that high ball then, did he?
No, not at all. But he made the catch nevertheless, so that's all that really matters. Ooh, the referee's pulled it back there. And potentially a late offload, I believe. It's Plummer now. Straight into the markers, into the teeth of the defence. Very slow play the ball there. Referee letting them lay in there quite a lot, as you commonly see in reserve grade. It's obviously fitness levels maybe lacking a little bit, but quality of football is still enjoyable. As here we go, number 15, Shannon Good. Shannon Good, what a great carry there. Gets his team on the front foot. No dummy half, however. Catliff has to scoot in there. Dyson beats the first, beats the second, makes his way through Dyson. He's going to kick, he finds the pass, hits the deck, and Grafton have managed to clean it up. It's hit the legs, but he's called a forward past the referee. It did look a little bit suspect out of the hands, but some enterprising play there from Dyson. Didn't get the best of balls, but made the most of it. A couple of right foot steps and then palms off his left and makes his way through the line. Here come the Grafton Ghosts working away from their own end now.
That sort of attack, you can't coach that, can you? That's
that's
seeing what's in front of you and just making the most of it.
That ad-lib play is, as I see, number 16's just made his way onto the ground. Clancy Brown. It's been a long time since Clancy's got himself into a tackle. As he gets himself in there now.
How long do you reckon it'd be since Clancy pulled on an Orara jersey?
I'd say it's been at least 7 or 8 years since Clancy and I played together. As we see a kick from inside the 40 now from the Grafton side, looking to find touch. It's going to make its way to the in-goal. Good kick though. It's sat right down in the corner. Giles Donovan had no choice but to play it there. And he's dragged down about 10 out from his own line.
He didn't show too much urgency about getting out there. That could have Could have cost us there.
It could have, but it's a great carry there from Paul Plummer. Finds his front on the 20-metre line. Again, a very slow play the ball here. He goes Shannon Good.
All right, so let's see what the Axemen else have got here. There's a few more punches up the middle here. Clancy Brown gets his hand on the ball for his first carry in an Axemen jersey in the best part of a decade, I'd say.
And in trademark Clancy Brown fashion, just keeps those legs pumping after contact. Dion Ma leading the way for his side now. Up over, takes 3 of them to bring him down. Crossingham waits at dummy half. Very slow again. Still no call from the referee. Super slow. Crossingham out of dummy half. Kicks it down. Inside. Bounce here for Billy Dollar. Kicked again here from Jack Williams. It's just gone through the fingertips of Crossingham. If that pass had stuck, would have seen an Axemen 4-pointer, I'm certain. Oh, the ball's been turned over here.
Oh, and the referee see the hand in there.
He's saying there was 2 in the tackle and the ball was raked out. So, bit of a frantic start here for both sides.
Oh, that woke Troy Robinson up. Troy's out the back here warming up and gets a ball in the head.
Group 2 stalwart, Troy Robinson doing some leg swings below us. The hair's growing out, he's looking fresh and ready to go. Clancy Brown makes that tackle there with Bruce. Big number 18 muscles his way through the middle of the Axemen defence. Wrapped up by the ball's been lost here though.
Ball's lost.
The ball's been lost. So what was a great run has been compounded with an error from the Grafton side as they'll turn it over 40 metres out from the Axemen line, giving the Axemen some good field position to start this set.
Who's number 18 for the Ghost? He's a huge human being.
Number 18 for the Grafton Ghosts. Don't have a number 18 on this list here, so I could not tell you, but I can confirm he is a big human being. A very, very big human being. So, Cody Walker actually is his name, number 18.
No resemblance to the Cody Walker.
South Sydney Rabbitohs 5'8", obviously, for those playing along at home. It's Billy Dollar now, just doing what he does best and just muscling his way just up. Clancy Brown now charges into the teeth of defence, fearless as ever, Clancy Brown.
He's been out playing soccer, hasn't he?
He has. I'm pretty sure he would have played soccer yesterday, Clancy, so he'll be... The legs might be feeling a little jelly at the moment, but he's out there having a crack, which is exactly what we like to see from our Axemen. Crossing him now, finds Gruce. And Gruce is brought down to just 25 out from the Grafton line. A couple of plays left to go here. Comes left to Williams now. Williams looks inside for Kennedy. Beats the first, spins out of the first. And he's wrapped up there. Last tackle here now. Kyle Dyson wants it to the right. Probably looking for a bit of a bomb out to that right-hand side. Put the...
Lacey.
Oh, and it's well taken there by the Grafton winger. In the in-goal as well, so it'll come out to the 20 for a restart. There's a bit too many wheat bix this morning for Dyson, so he's just put that one a little bit long in the in-goal. He would have wanted that probably about 5 or so metres short. Try and force a goal line drop out there. So the Grafton Ghosts bring it up now towards the halfway. Dyson in there with Lacey and Crossingham comes in to help out. Can't get him to the ground though. It's a quick play the ball. It's the 13 for Grafton in behind the ruck, taken down by, again, Dyson and Andy Gardner in there. Clancy Brown in, shoulder first, making the tackle. So that'll be 4 there, just inside the Axemen half. Early kick here from Grafton. They go high.
See how
Donovan's got plenty of time. Tracks
he
back.
takes it again.
Takes it comfortably this time. And again, chopped down just about the 10. And again, the Grafton players really holding down. There's a bit of a high shot there, but no call from the referee. Play on, he says. Plummer takes a shot for his troubles.
Cody Walker in there.
Shannon Kennedy. Driven back by 3 Grafton players here.
Put on the old treadmill backwards.
A hurdy-gurdy. So we see Troy Robinson make his way out onto the field now. So a bit of leadership and direction now for the Axemen. Should get him around the park nicely. Here we go. Straight away, you can see that impact there. Oh, an offload here. Keep going right by Andy Gardner. Finds Scott Lacey, who finds Sparks out on the right. Finds his Scott Lacey back inside. It's a foot race to the corner. Scott Lacey, is he going to make it? He's going to get there, Scott Lacey. And today's skipper, Scott Lacey, muscles his way over the Grafton fullback, finds his way to the in-goal, and the Axemen hit the scoreboard first this afternoon.
That's a try to number 3, Scott Lacey. Scott's jersey sponsored by the Mooney Beach Hotel. That takes Orara out to 4 with the Ghosts yet to score.
As I was saying, Pete, straight away the injection of Troy Robinson has paid some massive dividends for this Axemen reserve grade side. Just that little bit of leadership, a little bit of knowing about where you want to get to on the field. So he's back
just
up.
That bit of confidence.
Yep.
A bit of confidence. You just see all the players around him growing. Just that little bit of confidence in what they were doing. But that was great work out on that right-hand edge of the Axemen attacking line there. There was some good hand movement. There's some good support play there.
It's a great offload from Kyam Shannon Good that got the whole raid started. So he managed to pop it out with 3 defenders hanging off him, which created that overlap to the right. And Troy Robinson did exactly what he needed to do. He shifted it to the right, found Andy Gardner, who found Scott Lacey, who moved it on again. Sparks down the right-hand side, found Lacey back inside, and the rest is history. He found himself in the corner for a Garlo's meat pie.
And Troy Robinson lining up the goal kick here, because it looks like Lacey might have picked up a leg injury in that try.
Strikes it now. Robinson looks okay. Ooh,
just waved away.
Just waved away there, so unsuccessful that conversion.
Conversion was unsuccessful, so the score remains Orara 4, Ghosts yet to score.
So 4-0 with just under 20 minutes left to go in our first half here. I just want to give Scotty a shout out on the live stream. Said good luck, lads, so appreciate that, Scotty. If you are watching from home on the live stream, make sure you pop a comment in, tell us what you want to see. We'll give you a shout out if you pop it in there. Make sure you like and subscribe the page. Get a little bit of traction. Here's Andy Gardner now bringing it back off the back fence. Nearly finds his way to the 30, which is a great way to start the set. Crossing him now to Joel Donovan. Here comes Shannon Good, who's had such a great impact since he's come on the field, often taking 3 defenders to try and halt him, and finds his way on the front again. Gabby Marshall, the score is 4 points to 0 to the Axemen at the moment, as Dion Marv makes a break here. He's looking for support. He's looking. Looked left, looked right. All he could see was blue jerseys, and Billy Dollar washed away in the middle of them. It's a great run though. Robinson now, short ball to Clancy Brown, hitting a straight hard line. Finds his way inside the Grafton side. All the momentum. Some numbers here to the left if they can come this way, the Axemen. They've got them shot. They go right, though, to Williams and Robinson. And the chip over the top for the flying winger into the corner. Can he get the bounce? Doesn't get the bounce. Yeah. So as we were just... So Robinson again. The old heads of Dion Marr, Troy Robinson, Andy Gardner, Jack Williams, Scott Lacey, really starting to make their mark on this afternoon's game. Just directing this side around really nicely in the last sort of 10-15 minutes. So we see a 20-metre restart there. It must have gone dead in goal, that one. And the referee not happy about something here. I'm not sure what the call is here. He's just put the arm up. Not sure if he was offside or...
I'm going to say, was there somebody
maybe potentially
offside as he took the tap? Because that's about the only thing it could be, because he hadn't been tackled yet.
Yeah.
So it can only have been that...
my understanding of the rule was that it just would have to be retaken, but... it can only be what it's for, so...
Not really sure. He's
penalty nevertheless, 30 metres out, right in front, so... Looks like the Axemen are probably going to tap and go here. Looking for a set play named Arrow here. So Good to see what
See
Robinson
if
can
there's
direct.
any imagination in this arrow thing, or whether it is as it says.
Is it straight up and down the middle? It's Dion Maher again, straight into the teeth of the defence, showing the way for the rest of his troops. Again, they can't put him on the ground. Andy Gardner.
I would suggest this arrow thing is just run it straight up the middle.
Here goes Robinson now. Crabs to the right, finds Donovan. Numbers out here to the right. Scott Lacey cut off there. Just needed that one quick tip on. And the winger, I'm not sure who it is out on that side. Looks to be a change made. Clancy Brown into the teeth of the defence. Geez, you wouldn't have thought he spent the best part of a decade on the sideline, straight into things.
Well, I would say he's on the side. At least he's been keeping
Troy
fit.
Robinson here now. Bust his way over. Troy Robinson. Once again, Troy Robinson in the number 20 jersey this afternoon has made his impact very, very
That's a
felt
try
early
to
on here.
Orara Valley's Troy Robinson in the number 20 jersey. Take the score out to Orara Valley 8. The Ghosts yet to score with a kick to come.
It's a great individual try there, just using just that little bit of nous, just saw the defender start to slide off a little bit, jammed off his left foot there and burrowed his way in underneath the sticks, and takes the Axemen further in front to 8 points to 0. Conversion being lined up here by Shannon Smith-Morris, who I think has moved out to the right wing when Crossingham's come on.
Okay. Yeah, with Vanna going off, maybe, yeah.
It looks like Sparks has come for a bit of a break out here. Moves in now, Smith-Morris. Knocks this one over comfortably, taking the score onto
And
10
that
points to
conversion
0.
was successful by number 9, Shannon Smith-Morris. Shannon's jersey sponsored by Tom Williams Plumbing. Takes the score
Got a
out
great
to
comment
Orara
here from
Valley
Sam
10.
Hayes. How's the
Ghosts
talk
yet to
coming out of
score.
Clancy Brown? Magnificent. You're not wrong there, Slam. It's great to see him out there. Maybe next week we might even see the great Slam Hayes pull on an Axemen jersey. Jess McManus as well. Cheers to the live stream, mixing the Axemen crew. Play hard. Thanks very much for tuning in, Jess. We miss you too. Hope to see you back very soon.
Ooh.
Bit of a fumble here off the kickoff. He's done well to keep it in though. Smith-Morris, gee whiz.
and the goose step.
And the goose step. Some numbers in there from the Ghost though, and they drive him back.
Changed it from a potential goose play to a goose step to get out of there. So.
Yeah,
Axemen like a challenge, I think. They're starting from their own line after points.
all right. So as long as the stats completed, it should please Coach Heppy on the sideline. Bit of a shift to the left-hand side now. We've had some reward with Dion Maher down this side.
Oh, shot on Dollar.
But again,
Billy keeps coming through the shot.
The thing about Billy is you might hit him first time, but you've still got to put him on the ground, which is a bit of a dodgy pass there. Nobody knew who wanted it. Giles Donovan with some good footwork, and he's monstered by the man mountain that is Cody Walker. Last tackle here now. Troy Robinson inside the 40. We're going to find touch here. Found number 5 for the Grafton side. Paul Plummer chasing across hard. Makes the tackle. Bit of a flop in there from Jack Williams. No call from the referee, which is good.
As you said, referee in reserve grade, maybe get a little bit of latitude.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff. I don't think, I wouldn't advise that in first grade.
Oh, bit of a run around play there. No call again from the referee. It's wrapped up there by Kennedy and Bruce. Oh. Great shot there. Great contact from Gardner and Shannon Goodin together. Stopped the Grafton front rower in his tracks.
Another
again,
shot.
Another great defensive effort.
Tom Crossingham. Good technique.
Great tackle technique. One of the greats to be proud of that one. This is good defensive efforts here. Working in pairs, the Axemen defensively, which is really nice to see. Ball's bounced though. Bit dangerous to let it bounce. Ooh, just can't quite hang on to it there. The sun may have...
You can see him shielding his eyes out there. It's just that horrible time of the year, time of the day where if you're running from right to left as you're viewing it there, those players out on that far side of the field are looking straight into the sun. That should be a penalty. Yes,
And that is a penalty. Ball spewed out there, but the referee said there was 2 in the tackle, and there was a bit of a stripping action on that one. So the Axemen get a piggyback away from their own end again.
All right, now this is
Leading 10
important that
points to
Troy
nil.
actually finds the sideline here. As long as he finds the sideline and doesn't go for too much effort.
It looks like he has found the touchline here comfortably on the full. And it looks like it was touched first, so it will be a play the ball rather than a tap restart. And that will be 20 metres in from touch.
It's all right, leave it there.
So just over 10 left to go in this first half. Axemen still leading 10 points to nil. It's Groose now. Good talk. Boys, keep it up. Dangerous boys, dangerous boys. Thanks for the comments, mate. It's Firth now in the 19 jersey for the Axemen.
Looks nothing like his sister who plays in the league tag squad.
League tag side. Good run there from Jake Catliff. Muscles his way up over the 40. We've got 10 minutes left to go, Shippo. Jack Williams off the left foot, stumbles a little
Tackles
bit.
himself.
Still got his spectator legs on a little bit there, Jack. He comes left to Billy Dollar here now. Again, it takes 2 to 3 in the tackle, and they still can't put him on the ground, Billy Dollar. He is a rugby league handful.
Ooh.
Oh, and he's just tried to play it a little bit too quick there and fumbled it in to play the ball. So just under 10 left to go in the first half. We'll have a scrum, 20 out from the Grafton line.
Number up.
Axemen still leading 10 points to nil. The injection of Troy Robinson has really reaped the benefits, and the Axemen have put on those 10 points in the 15 minutes he's been on the field.
Who do you reckon cuts Troy's hair?
I don't think it looks like it's been cutting a little bit. He looks to have been growing it out, as we see a penalty here for inside the 10. They've jumped the gun a little bit from the scrum.
That's a call from the touch judge, that one.
Yep, so that'll be a penalty. So it sounds like we've got Ben Lacey tuning in from Brisbane here.
Oh, he hasn't found touch.
Valley. Bounces in front of Paul Plummer. Hasn't found touch, so bit of a lucky break for the Axemen here. Oh, high contact there, and called as such from the referee. It bounced up
Good hard
off
run,
the ball.
Paulie Plummer, but
See, he earned that penalty, Paul Plummer. Just with the vigour that he came back at the defensive line with, he earned that penalty for his side because it forced the Grafton player to really put his shoulder in there, and just the size of him, that arm crept up and found Paul right on the beak. So Troy Robinson finds the line about 39 out from the Grafton line. Axemen on the attack again. Again, Billy Dollar bounces away from the first. Takes a couple to bring him to the ground. It's very slow again. It's all happening in the play of the ball here, and Billy Dollar's going to get penalised again for pushing. Need to probably get some word out there to him that they're baiting him now. He looks to be number 16. He's looking to get in his face there, and seemed to be pretty pleased with himself that he drew the penalty then. But it seems to be the referee's stance on the push is pushing from the man playing the ball is going to be an automatic penalty. Thanks Ricky Thorncroft for tuning in from Coffs Harbour. Appreciate it. Oh, Billy Dollar. He's crept up high there. Oh, it's on here. And he's not happy, number 5. He's got some jersey. A bit of handbags being thrown.
Boys need to stay out of it. Boys need to stay out of it. Let the referee deal with this, because once again, these kinds of situations are what the New South Wales Rugby League and the Referees Association want to ensure don't inflame. So we've got to watch for some of the things that come out in that tough loving league. So punches that get thrown are an automatic send off, those kinds of things. So it'll be interesting to see. I'd suggest Billy will be called out here for a high shot. I'll just get the 10-minute clock ready, because it is possible that he may get sent for 10, considering he was just penalised for the push. It was good discipline from the Axemen there.
So you can see probably on your cameras there, guys, Scott Lacey really laying down the law to his side here, because that's a couple of penalties now for some indiscretions off the ball that are looking like we could potentially have someone sit down here, because hopefully the referee just wants to chat to both captains and just say, let's just cool out a little bit here, boys. There's 6.5 to go in this first half. Let's not get it out of hand. It's been quite a good game thus far. But as we all want to see, like, there's no game anymore. Like, there's no place in the game for fighting or punching or anything like that. We're here to watch rugby league. If you want to watch UFC or boxing, please turn over to those channels. You can tell the old heads in the commentary box versus the new heads in the commentary box. There's Kyle next to me baying for some blood.
Billy Dollar has copped 10 minutes in the bin.
So yeah, unsurprising from the referee, trying to make his stamp on the game, I dare say, to get a little bit of control back into it. But it was a high shot off the tap to start off with.
I think it might have been repeated infringements from Billy there, because that's 2 penalties in succession.
Yeah, it's quite good. Just
9 minutes, not
giving him an early mark for the restraint showing. You reckon it's a good idea.
So the Axemen have got 5 minutes each side of half time here to play the man down. So let's see what we can do about, once again, holding discipline, but also holding the ghosties out.
So shout out to Narelle Soper too, who's watching in from Jimbo. As we see another turnover here from Grafton. They can't seem to hang on to the ball at the moment. So Glenn and Narelle, obviously long-time committee members here at the Axemen, so it's great to see them tuning in while Glenn's ducked out to grab some pies.
I hope he's going to get Garlo's pies, Narelle. You know the rules. Got to support the sponsors.
So it looks like Grafton are going to get the ball back here. So I'm not sure. It looks like the referee may have called a stripping motion 1-on-1 and an Axemen knock on first. So Grafton on the attack here inside the Axemen 20. Shift to the left-hand side. Scott Lacey now making the tackle out there with Troy Robinson. 10 out from the Axemen line.
So that had to have been forward, but wasn't called. I'm not biased. I just call it as I see it.
Number 3 there for Grafton, and they're short on that left-hand side, and they punch straight over. Bit of a lack of communication on the defensive line there. They were really stripped for numbers, and Grafton rushed straight
try
in.
there to the Grafton Ghosts. I'm not sure what player's number that was. I'm sure the players will tell me in a second there. But that'll take the score. Orara 10, Grafton 4 with a kick to come.
So a couple of back-to-back penalties. Couple of back-to-back penalties and a couple of...
Then is Mason number 13 for... It's 3 minutes to go.
So I think that was the guy in the headgear out on the far right.
Just after his number.
Just waiting to see the number here. The
Number 1.
It's number 1. So
Looks
that's
like that
William McGee.
try was scored by William McGee in the number 1 jersey for the Ghosts. All right, let's see. As we said, with the player down, it was really important that the Axemen held their line. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do so. So hopefully this will soak up a little bit of time for both play time and for Billy spending that 10 in the bin. So
for those that aren't aware, there is no time off in reserve grade. It will continue to play through, so any stoppages.
That conversion was successful, so that takes Grafton out to 6. So the current score, Orara 10, goes to 6, with approximately 2 minutes left to half-time.
That was converted by number 7, I believe, and that is Jacob Cameron Clark for the Grafton side.
I gave it to Whitey.
So just under 2 minutes left to go here. Giles Donovas to get us restarted. Lands on about the 10. Comes back, beats the first couple of defenders and loses the ball there. It's going to say, again, it was a one-on-one strip, and the knock-on is going to go against the Axemen. So it's going to be a scrum about 20 out from the Grafton line here. Just under a minute and a half left to go. So probably one set for the Grafton side is all we've got left this afternoon, barring any errors, obviously. With the Axemen still
some of these
50-50
calls we're not getting, though, if you're an Axemen supporter. Anyway, that's football.
That's it. Scott Lacey just drags down the Grafton defender there. Very flat ball there out of dummy half from number 13, Mason Graham, who's also a former Axemen player. So here we see Cody Walker, the man mountain, just thundering his way up the middle. Hard man to bring down. Dyson does it along with the help of Kennedy there. Ooh, again another forward pass there. No call by the touch judge this time. Knock on called from... Oh no, he's changed his call. He's gone with the touch sheet, who has called the forward pass from the Grafton player. I'll tell you what, if I wasn't in the commentary box, I'd make a damn good referee. Appreciate the comments rolling in on the live stream too. So Scotty, Jess McManus saying, come on boys, keep your head up. Scotty, let's go boys. Wish I was down there with my boots. It's looking good from the Goldie. So here's Dyson feeding the scrum now. Finds Dion Marr. To be the last play of the half here. Dion Marr looks to be wrapped up with it. And the Axemen look to take a 10 points to 6 lead into the half-time break, where we will come back for another 35 minutes of action-packed football this afternoon.
Here, the current
we will see you soon. Enjoy some messages from our sponsors.
Grand gala opening of Garlo's Pies.
Celebrating 20 years, and Garlo's Pies are still bursting with flavour. Deliciously flaky pastry on top, a bottom rolled extra thin, and 100% lean Aussie beef. Yep, some things never change. An all-Australian family-owned and operated business producing only the best quality premium pies. Garlo's Pies, still thin on pastry, still big on meat.
Welcome to the new Mooney Beach Hotel. New food. New friends. The same family feels. The Mooney Beach Hotel, where it feels like family.
Welcome to the Tormina Hotel. The Tormina Hotel, your place to celebrate on the coast.
The Sawtell Hotel. Surfside bar and dining. Come and try the delicious menu. Friends, family, and fun. Come and see us at the Sawtell Hotel.
I've been around the game 15 years now, but it's my first year here in Country Rugby League with the Orara Valley Axemen and women all behind us. But I met John here. It's come up with a great concept for the welfare and the benefit of our players. It's called our 200-ton raffle club. Concept is 100 tickets at $200 a pop. It's to create a fund to protect our players for any upcoming injuries or hardships that we might face. Great initiative, John. I'm on board, I have tickets, I support the welfare of our players. Over to you, John. How do we get involved?
Thanks, Sam. The best way to get involved, and we urge you all to do so, is to purchase tickets. How do you do that? The best way to do that is to go through the QR code, or to go to the Orara Valley Axemen website or our Facebook page. It's really simple, just follow the prompts, get on board. Let's go, Axemen.
Yo, let's go! Let's go, let's go! Yeah. Let's do 2 more.
Mike Blue at Coffs Coast, a family business that's been there every step of the way with the local community for over 40 years now, through the good times and and the tough times, we've travelled the road together. But we don't just see ourselves as running a business here. After all, we're locals too. We raise our families here, enjoy the lifestyle here, and see our futures right here. A truly local business then, that's been giving back to the community through sponsorship of the Sawtell Surf Lifesaving Club, Coffs Ocean Swims, Woolgoolga Curry Fest, Coffs Coast Tigers Junior Football, Coffs of Stedford, and the now famous $5,000 cash draw giveaways. The dealership, which recently added the Mercedes-Benz Retailer of the Year to the many awards already received from Ford, Isuzu and Kia, also stock a large selection of locally traded vehicles for you to inspect on our website at any time. You can be assured that whatever the challenges ahead may be, Mike Blue at Coffs Coast will be right there, moving forward with you.
Locally owned and operated, Coffs Harbour Hardwoods provide a wide range of beautiful hardwood timber products to Australia for over 50 years. We are specialists in hardwood timber, including flooring, decking and much more. Coffs Harbour Hardwoods.
When people think of renewables, they think of wind farms or solar panels. But they don't think of forests or building with wood. Responsibly sourced wood is not only renewable, but sustainable too. Because it stores carbon for life, absorbed from the atmosphere by growing trees. When wood is harvested today, it's replanted for tomorrow. And that's why wood is the ultimate renewable.
Locally owned and operated, Coffs Harbour Hardwoods provide a wide range of beautiful hardwood timber products to Australia for over 50 years. We are specialists in hardwood timber, including flooring, decking and much more. Coffs Harbour Hardwoods.
Welcome back to Corimba Sports Ground this afternoon for this afternoon's second half between the reserve grade Orara Valley Axemen up against the Grafton Ghosts. Axemen currently leading 10 points to 6. Tries to Scott Lacey and Troy Robinson in the first half, and try to Grafton's number 1 William McGee that was converted by Jacob Cameron Clark. So the Axemen here looking for a big second half to really put their stamp on the game. Again, they'll probably be looking to their leaders, Troy Robinson and Jack Williams, Scott Lacey, Andy Gardner and these guys.
I'll tell you who's impressed me in the reserve grade squad. I know we've mentioned him a couple of times, and I know he's a favourite of ours. Clancy Brown, welcome back to the club after a hiatus of the best part of a decade playing soccer for the Valley. He was a local junior out here, I think he had the world at his feet, to be a solid first grade player, but turned his back on the game and went to the round ball game. But anyway, good to see him back for the day. About to kick off.
So here we go. So Billy Dollar's still got just over 4.5 minutes left to go in the sin bin this afternoon. So I just want to shout out Scott Fruin, says swap the mic for a whistle, mate. I'll probably do that never, Scotty. And Ricky Thornton says, keep it up, boys, you're going well. So I just want to thank everybody for popping their comments in. Please keep commenting. We'll give you a shout out, guys. If anybody wants to come out, there's still plenty of good football here at Corimba Sports Ground to see this afternoon.
Crowd is starting to build out there in anticipation for the first grade game. Both of these clubs sort of up towards the top end of the ladder there in first grade, so it should be a cracking game. I know it was only a couple of weeks ago we played the make-up game up there at Grafton in the middle of the week, and Orara got away with the win that night, but the Ghosties were down on a couple of troops, so it'll be interesting to see what squad they bring out today. But for now, we'll go back to the live action here in reserve grade.
Grafton have been rucking it away from their own try line there, and the halfback, Jacob Cameron Clark, has skewed a kick from inside his own 40 and put it out on the full, which is putting the Axemen right on the attack here inside the Grafton 40. Dion Maher, and the ball spills out behind, and it's called a knock on from the referee. It's come out backwards and it's spewed out, but not really sure if it was helped out, but in the eyes of the referee, he says no, Dion's just lost that one. So a scrum will pack down 40 metres out from the Grafton line.
So yeah, those 50-50 calls, as I said in the first half there, Orara Valley are well behind on the 50-50 calls, so let's hope, I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but the 50-50 calls we'd like to see evened up a little bit.
So some good work here from Grafton, just rucking it away just over halfway. Tackle made there by Scott Lacey and by Clancy Brown, put on the seat of his pants by number 8. Dragged down by Crossingham. Now Mason Graham jumps out of dummy half for the Grafton side. We've got the numbers out here. Oof, very forward pass and called as such by the touch judge. He was right on top of it there, the touchy, and said, no, this is not the NFL. You have to pass it backwards. So, turnover there. Again, it's been a stop-start first 2.5 minutes here. Neither side's completed a set yet. Grafton were the closest before putting it out on the full, but it's error upon error at this point of the game.
And it's important that Orara keeps hold of the ball here for this set because they're still playing the man down. Billy Dollar's got just over a minute 40 seconds left in the bin until Orara get its full contingent back. So it's important we hold the ball for this set, get a good kick away, and give time for us to get back to a full 13-on-13 game.
It's a great run there from Clancy Brown, just showing the pedigree that he's had for a long time. Finds his front, quick play the ball. Troy Robinson now shifting it out to the right. Shannon Kennedy with some space. Wrong foot's the defender. Gets his arm free. Busts through Shannon Kennedy. Still going. Great run there from Shannon Kennedy, the wiry back rower for the Axemen. Very slow play the ball once again from the referee. No benefit at all for the half break made.
Player, please report to the
Offload here from Scott Lacey and a penalty from the referee. Said the Grafton player was tackled late. The Grafton player with a late shot on Troy Robinson there. Just slowing it down a little bit here, getting a bit of oxygen back in the lungs. Touch finder from Robinson. It's about 20 out from the Ghosts line. Axemen really looking to put some pressure on here. See if we can crack again. You got 30 seconds.
You got 30 seconds, Billy.
There's just a hit up made there by Scott Lacey there. Andy Gardner now rumbles up the middle.
I think he spotted a gap open up there and his eyes lit up.
Closed quite quickly on him there. He's dragged out about 8 out from the Ghosts line. Williams turns it back inside for Dion Maher, who's unfortunately, he's lofted again, but again the referee said,
Orara Valley player, you're right to return to the field.
Just waiting to see what the referee calls here. I think it's inside the 10. Just can't quite see the action being made. So we had a comment just on the YouTube there from username 2450 saying, come on Billy, make up for it now, which I'm sure he will. So Billy Dollar back out there now, full 13 on 13, Axemen up against the Ghosts. As Clancy Brown now takes it into the teeth of the defence, beats the first. It's hard to drag down there. It's only a couple of metres away. Crossingham comes right to Robinson. Short ball to Kennedy, who's spilt his lollies with the line beckoning. It's unfortunate, just another turnover there for the Axemen.
See the replacement ground announcers arrive. Thanks, Shane.
So it'll be the Grafton Ghosts to feed the scrum here. 10 out from their own line after a Shannon Kennedy error. Axemen have had a little bit of field position here to start this second half. As Grafton ruck it away from their own line here. Williams makes the tackle, assisted by Scott Lacey. Oh, and a little tip on there for the man mountain that is Cody Walker. Jeez. And Troy Robinson drags him down, 30 out from the Grafton line. There's another quick play the ball there from the Grafton's number 9. That's Jacob Ryan, number 9 for Grafton.
Oh, Jacob Ryan. Jacob thought about coming to the Axemen this season, but a couple of training sessions, he thought a little bit too far to drive down from Grafton, so he went home again to play with the Ghosts. Good to see. You know, we like to see players stick with their local clubs. It's what it's all about.
Grows the local game the more that you stay like that, I believe.
Oh, Paulie Plummer.
Paul Plummer gets driven back here. Some solid contact from the Grafton side.
I hope he's got a chiropractor handy.
Yeah, the back will be a little bit sore after that one. Clancy Brown runs into some strong defence again. I don't think number 18 is the guy you want to be running at, Clank. It's he's a big man. Shannon Kennedy with some space once again here on the right-hand side. Just couldn't find a pass to Scott Lacey with some open pasture in front of him there.
Lacey's blowing up.
He really wants to get the...
He's really not happy, Scott, with a few of the things that are happening out there.
Again, it's just a lot of extra work there from Grafton. There's a bomb there. Taken by the Grafton fullback. Joel Donovan down there to meet him. Grabs him by the collar. He's assisted there from Schmidt-Morris. Axemen looking to really get off the line here and put some bend back the Grafton Ghosts here. Beats a couple, gets an offload there, the Grafton player. Dragged down by Andy Gardner and Troy Robinson. About 5 short of the halfway line here. As Grafton make their way just over halfway, right on top of the halfway line now. Tackle made by Catliff and by Crossingham. He's the man mountain himself, Cody Walker. Tell you what, I am glad to not be standing in front of that man. It would take a lot to try and stop him. It's the score is currently 10 points to 6 still. Ooh, by the Axemen, leading 10 points to 6. He jumped up in the air there, and I think he was collected just under player safety. I think this is probably going to be a penalty to the Grafton side. No, he's going to call a knock on there. Okay. Slightly different rules to obviously what you would see in the NRL, but if the ball bounces, it does make the player in the air fair game, whereas if it's before the ball bounces, you can't touch a man in the air. So the Axemen will ruck it away here from their own 20. Andy Gardner looks, falcon there from Andy Gardner. Call that one a dope.
Give me a sec, Jakey.
He's Shannon Good now, just up over the 25. Crossingham scoots out a dummy half. Crossingham breaks the line. He's got no support though. What's he got? He's got the chip and chase. Probably wasn't the play on tackle 2. Knocked backwards there. Oh, and then Grafton have cleaned it up. I don't know if the chip on play 2 was the play there, but unfortunately it hasn't paid off for Tom Crossingham there. Grafton now bringing it up. That'll be the tackle 2 there now on the 30. Crowd baying for a penalty from the Grafton side. Tackle made there from Crossingham. I think if they just go towards that middle third, they're making some inroads there. Jack Williams drags down the Grafton player. Shift to the right here, numbers to the right, forward pass once again from the Grafton side. Let go by the referee, again with the chip. The Grafton chasers are there though. Are they going to get there first? They are. That'll be a try to Grafton's number 7, Jacob Graham Clark. Again, it goes back to that play from Tom Crossingham, the chip over the top on play 2 after the line break. Unfortunate. It didn't quite pay off for him, but Grafton have gone up the other end and put themselves level with the Axemen with a kick to come now.
Hey, mate. Good to see you again. Yeah, you too, man. What's happening? What do you know? Oh, yeah. Same old.
So we've got just under 24 minutes left to go here in the second half. Scores locked up at 10 apiece. So Cameron Clark to line up the conversion for his own try here.
Oh, there's been 2, but I think just him this game. If you want to chime in any time.
Excellent. So we just had a bit of a change in the commentary box. So Pete Spinks has left us, and I'm now joined by Brock Korf. How are you this afternoon, Brock?
Yeah, good. Great to be here, mate. So thanks for having me.
Anytime, mate. As we just see Cameron Clark knock that one over, taking Grafton out to 12 points. The Axemen 10. 22 and a half minutes left to go this afternoon. It's been a seesawing contest.
Seems fairly even so far, but haven't missed the first 60 minutes, so good to get in for a bit of a grandstand finish, hopefully, for the Axemen.
Yeah, so we jumped out to a 10-point lead, and then after a sin bin of Billy Dollar and points there, and then this try here after having some goal line attack, Grafton have hit the lead for the first time this afternoon. Oh, great shot there from Shannon Good. Fine, Shannon Good, and extra effort there for the boys, driving him back inside the 20. Great work.
Massive tackle.
So there's been an Axeman left on the ground there, though. Looks like Jake Catliff.
He's in a bit of pain out the back there. Struggling to get back to the line.
Probably need to get a trainer out to him pretty quickly. Grafton still rumbling up the middle here, though. Dragged down by the ankles by Dyson and Kennedy there.
So one less in the defensive line here.
Well read there from number 9. Scott Lacey looks to have done a bit of an injury to the hand there too. Last tackle here for the Grafton side. The bomb goes down to Giles Donovan. He's underneath this one, takes it comfortably. Returns the ball back over the 20 now. Straight into the defence. Gets a little bit of a facial there from Grafton's number 13.
Okay, yeah, so he's making his way to the way off the field here, so replaced by number 16 here for the Axemen. So
There'll be Clancy Brown coming on the field there. As we see the referee blow a penalty. Looks to be a bit of an extra effort on the ground there. Bit of pleasantries exchanged. The elbow dropped into the face. Once again, this is rugby league, not the UFC. So Troy Robinson finds the line there. Just about 40 metres out from the Grafton line. Let's see what sort of attack we can get going here. Dion Maher now taking the hit up here.
I just saw Scott Lacey there. He looks like he's busted a finger by the looks of it. So it might have been saying it was broken there, but we'll keep an eye on that.
Keep an eye on that one. Ooh, there's a high shot there. Not called by the referee again. Jeez, he's letting us a little bit go. There's a swinging arm there from number 8, the Grafton side on Shannon Good, but jeez. Ball comes left to Troy Robinson. Long ball out to Jack Williams here. Billy Dollar with some space in front of him here. Runs into his opposite number with some good solid contact there. And he's dragged down about 10 out. Only about a metre in front, and it's going to be a penalty there. Extra effort to put him into touch. Silly play from Grafton, but we will take that one. Full set of 6 here, 10 out from the Grafton line. Let's see what Troy Robinson and the Axemen can put on here.
Yeah, the Ghosts aren't happy about that one. They're complaining to the referee of the second effort there, but they don't believe it was, but we'll play the penalty here.
Can complain all they want. The man in the bright green is going to have the last say. So we go tap the ball here now. Clancy Brown, again, straight into the teeth of the defence with that leg drive. Plays it about 8 out from the Grafton line. Bruce now. He's only about a metre away. Ball finds Robinson. Robinson comes out to the right. Donovan. Ball hits the deck out the back. It's cleaned up, and he's dived on by the Grafton players there. 20 out. Lost a little bit of ground, but still in a good attacking position if they're good enough here. So Clancy Brown gets a little flat-footed. Beats the first, beats the second. Still going, Clancy Brown. He's going to make it over!
Wow.
And one of the favourite sons makes his return felt on the scoreboard. You love to see it. If you're an Axemen fan, that will bring a tear to the eye. Clancy Brown makes a return after 8 years out of the game, pulls on a green and gold jersey, and gets back to doing what he does. Finding the line, driving his legs, brushing off tacklers, and getting himself into the in-goal for a 4-pointer. Yeah, great work.
Too big, too strong there, so Clancy Brown going over, just making easy work of it. Just fresh legs as well, not long back on the field, so great to see him get over for a meat pie there.
Fantastic work. Gee whiz. So, tell you what, Brock, so Clancy and I used to play under 18s together. He was our best player by far, and I used to watch him do that every week. That's what I mean. It brings a tear to my eye to see that back on the field.
Oh, it's great to see. Long time out of the game, so that's great.
So, as we can see, some comments coming in on the live stream. Scott Fruin says, Clancy hasn't missed a beat. Has he had time away from the game? I mean, you wouldn't think so, would you, Scotty? But he has. And Jess McManus says, what a great try. And that one's converted there by Schmidt Morris, that one. Takes that one. So the Axemen hit back, going 16 points to 12 in front. 17 minutes left to go in the second half here. All to play for. Just again, the possession is key in reserve grade.
Oh, great take.
Straight in the breadbasket there. Oy.
Oh, wow.
And he's done well to evade some heavy contact from Grafton's number 8. That's Jacob Harvey, flying up out of the line. And Scott Lacey just doing what he knows best, just trucking it for his team. is Shannon Good as well. He's been fantastic this afternoon. Very, very hard man to get onto the ground. Slow play the ball once again. Really, the referee's kept the whistle in the pocket. Ball's gone out the back.
It's not what they needed.
Ooh, it's gone. What's he going to say here? He's going to say knock on Orara first, I believe. Looking at that, and then a knock on from Grafton. So it'll be Grafton scrum feed just inside the Axemen's half of the field. So, unfortunately, no completed set there. A bit of miscommunication, one off the ruck, resulted in a turnover.
I've just seen Smits Morris here on the wing here with the number 9 on his back. He had a cracking game last week at hooker, but it looks like he's showing his versatility there and getting out on the wing outside Scott Lacey. So
you'll love to see that.
And copping a bit of contact there earlier too. So, but he's a tough kid.
He seems like he bounced back from that quite well. So all the faith in him to get his job done out there. As number 3 bounces away from a tackle from Robinson there. It's cleaned up by Kennedy and by Brown, who start to drive him backwards a little bit. Great tackle there from Crossingham underneath. Cuts him out. Again, the numbers in the tackle there for the Axemen. They're really working hard defensively. Play the ball still quite quick though. Some numbers out to the right for Grafton if they're good enough. So the Grafton number 16 runs straight into Billy Dollar. So shift here to the left now. It's Walker again, takes 3. A few to bring him down. He's a big unit, that man.
Nice tackle here.
Here we go. What's the number 7 got? He's going to grubber it in behind.
That's a great kick.
Great kick. Oh, well cleaned up there from Joel. Great work from Joel Donovan.
Great work at the back there. Really nifty kick there. The dummy then sneaks it in behind the line. Looked like a try for all money, but it did well to clean up there.
Yeah, great desperation, great urgency, and quite a handy little touch off the boot there. He could make a bit of a soccer player out of himself, Joel Donovan, after that one. But so a little bit more pressure here for the Axemen. So you've got 14 minutes left to go. Axemen to restart us from underneath the uprights.
Just taking their time with this one, getting the breather. So
yeah, really need that. After a little bit of more defensive work here to go for the Axemen. It's number 9. Get a real good contact there. Shannon Kennedy and Andy Gardner in underneath. And Crossingham in there with Kennedy. Kennedy's getting through quite a bit of work in the last few minutes. Seems to be in every tackle, as is Brown and Crossingham. So the 3 amigos going at it in the defensive line. Graham scoots out a dummy half, dragged down by Brown, assisted by Robinson on the line there.
Do you want a few numbers in the middle here? They're going to spread it wide.
Bit of an overlap. Paul Plummer. Oh, he just needed the ball to go to hand there, Plummer. They got the numbers out there wide. He's going to reach out and score, the Grafton winger. I believe that's William McGee out there on the right. Looks to have crossed for his second.
Great finish there. He's done well to beat a few defenders, show his speed and get over the line to even up the scores.
Dragged a couple across the line with him there. Again, I know I keep harping on it, but the possession of the ball is everything in reserve grade. So if you turn it over on your own line there, you're really putting yourself under a lot of pressure and asking yourself to come up with a big play. Grafton were good enough to find the overlap there. Cross in the corner. So we're locked up again at 16 points all.
Just a couple of big runs there through the middle for the Ghosts. They're drawing into the defenders and then they created the overlap out wide. So just too quick on the edge there.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a difference. A bit of a difference between obviously the Grafton side seeming to really slow down the play of the ball, allowing their defensive line to get set, whereas the Axemen allowing probably a bit too quick of a play of the ball, which allows that front foot momentum to really wreak some havoc out on the edges, as we just saw there with number 1 William McGee crossing in the corner for the Grafton side. Now Jacob Cameron Clark to line up here for a conversion. Tough one out here to the right, probably on the unfavoured side for a right foot kicker.
Is he 2 from 2 today?
Yes, he is 2 from 2 today so far. Looking to make it 3 from 3. Tough kick into a bit of a breeze. Not a strong one, but it is obviously straight into the teeth of it here. Just taking his time, really getting himself set. Moves in now. Strikes it. It's on its way. It looks like it's just faded across to the left of the uprights there, so unsuccessful conversion will leave the score locked up at 16 apiece. Just over 10 minutes left to go, so again, it's anyone's game. It's whichever team wants it in this last championship minutes. The final 10 of every game's really where you sort out the men from the boys. Joel Donovan to get us underway again. Not a very deep kick, so it allows the Grafton player to bring it back over the 20 quite comfortably. It's about 25 out from his own line. Oh! And number 2's had a bow peep, saw Troy Robinson in front of him and said, I need some new underwear, I am not running this. And put it down. Don't blame you, number 2. My reaction would have been the same. I wouldn't have wanted to cop that. Been like getting hit by a Mack truck, I think. So here's a chance for the Axemen now to edge their way back in front. Scrum 30 out from the Grafton line. Here's Lacey now. Gets to the outside shoulder, beats the first. Ooh, bit of high contact again. Nothing called from the referee. Kennedy with his hand in the air looking for a break here. He goes D on Ma. Back through the middle. Bit of high contact there. Surely they'll take the 2 points here.
Next to the sticks, you got to line this one up.
Yeah, you have to take this one. You got under 10 minutes left to go. Score's locked up. The logical.
He's
going to take the tap and go.
Here he goes. Oh no!
He's just balked at it.
Bit of showmanship.
So I'm calling for the 2. I'm not sure if we're going to roll with it here. Jeez, I would have been taking the lead personally, but the players know better than me out there. They've got that feel for how the game's going. The boys seem to think that they've got the momentum on top of Grafton at the moment. So about 5 out from the Grafton line. Jack Williams wrapped up there. Crossingham waits dummy half. Clancy Brown looking to crash his way over again.
Solid hit there. So they're calling it out right here.
Got some numbers. They go back to the left. It's the override call there from Jack Williams. Still got some space out to the right. I'm not sure if there's the numbers out here, but they got the space. Bit of a fumble there and a turnover. See, the 2 points looks very juicy right about now.
That's all right. They've backed themselves, and now they just have to defend it. So force another error here and go back on the attack. But yeah, still 16 all, so not long on the clock.
8 minutes left to go, so really getting to the pointy end of today's game. The Axemen just a couple of moments ago had the opportunity to take a 2-point lead with a penalty right in front, 15 out, elected to run the ball. I'll be looking for a big set defensively here now, looking to really put some shots on and drive the Ghosts, or pin them down this end as much as possible. Again, very, very quick play of the ball. Need to dominate these first 2 here. Ooh, Scott Lacey's just took a tumble there. Tom Crossingham doing some great work defensively, chopping out defenders. Sparks out there now trying to do the same. Takes 3 to bring down Walker there. Ma involved with Shannon Good.
Oh,
16 all.
Oh no. Bit of a fumble at the back.
We did. That's why it's only 16, 18. We've converted 2 out of 3. They've also converted 2 out of 3 because they just missed one from the sideline. There's been no penalty goals or anything like that. 3 tries all, 2 conversions apiece. We missed the first conversion.
Forward, get in there!
So a bit of confusion up here in the commentary box as we've got questions coming left, right and centre as we see Dion Ma put it down. 25 minutes out from...
We'll have to check the tapes later of the scores.
Oh, trust me, I've sat here and watched every moment of this afternoon. I can tell you exactly what has occurred. So it was 4-0, then it was 10-0, then it was 6-10, then it was 12-10, then it was 16-12, and then 16 all, ladies and gentlemen. So that's your running score for this afternoon. It's Grafton a scrum here on the attack. 25 out from the Axemen line. 6 minutes left to go. Really hamstrung ourselves here. Need a very good set of defence. Can't afford to concede any points whatsoever. Grafton come to their left now.
Oh, good hit.
Shot there from Troy Robinson. And it's called a penalty.
Now they're going to take the 2.
Surely they have to take the 2 here. 5.5 minutes left to go. If you're not taking the 2, you've got rocks in your head.
No, that's just unlucky. He's really fallen into that tackle, and yeah, there's not much he could have done there.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. He got quite low, Troy, but player welfare and any kind of contact with the head these days is going to be a penalty. So Grafton now with a chance through Jacob Cameron Clark, to edge in front with just over 5 left to go this afternoon. It's been a very, very evenly fought contest throughout the whole game. It's gone topsy-turvy. So the Axemen, as I said before, are out to an early 10-point lead. Grafton fought their way back to being in front, 12 points to 10. Now we found ourselves 16 all here. Grafton 10 metres out, about 5 to 8 metres to the left of the uprights. Cameron Clark moves in, strikes it straight over the black dot. So, with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left of this afternoon's game, the Axemen fall behind, 18 points to 16.
Are you going to try on the kick-off here? Might try a bit of a trick shot or kick it deep and try and force an error. Let's see what they do.
I think probably, considering the depth of the kicks thus far this afternoon, I'm saying potentially a short kick-off here. Although it looks like he's setting up to go long. Yep. Looking to back the defence here, the Axemen. They are looking to back their defence. They kick long, sprint down. Here we go. He's got the head tape on. Mummified, this bloke. Oh, he's coughed it up. Exactly what they were after here, the Axemen. A turnover.
Huge play, massive shot.
Huge shot there from Shannon Good.
Wow.
Kyan Shannon Good, what a great shot.
We just spoke about backing their defence, and that's exactly what they've done. They've come down and put a big shot on in the first play. So outstanding stuff there.
Glad they didn't listen to me and went for the short. They went long and got the reward that they were after. So now they need just a little bit of patience here. There's still 3.5 minutes left to go. There's plenty of time to hit. Just need to score. Here's Billy Dollar. He's got numbers out here. They've got numbers. Paul Plum with some space in front of him. Ooh, just comes back into the middle here.
I thought the touch he was going to call a forward then. I was like, oh.
It was a bit of a risky play. Billy Dollar, who's been a handful all afternoon. So dragged down about a metre out for the line. There's plenty of space out to the right here if the boys are good enough to swing it this way. Ball comes to Robinson. Shannon Good up the middle. Just tries to crash play through the middle. I think the edges is where we're going to get the job done, not through the middle. The ball comes here now to Robinson. Comes out right to Scott Lacey. Lacey now beats the first, beats the second. Scott Lacey, he's still going. Finds it, and it's intercepted right on the line. The flick pass finds a Grafton player, not a man in green and gold.
That's so unlucky. It was on too. It was on.
If that had found the number 9 out there, Smith Morris, it would have been a try.
Oh, it's a penalty.
But it's a penalty for the push. 2 minutes left to go here. The referee's calling out the Grafton captain. Have a word with him.
We're going to see a symbol here. No. Yes, he's off.
Oh, and a binning. Take the 2.
No, he got extra band now. You got to go for it, I reckon. Go for the win.
Come on, mate. It was once upon a time you wore a green and gold jersey.
Look at that guy, winding the clock down.
So a bit of gamesmanship here from former Axeman Mason Graham. He's walking it off because he knows there is no time off in reserve grade, so he's just winding down the clock because they can't play until he's off the field. He's getting an earful from the crowd. Everything respectful though. We're always respectful here. Obviously, the game is a respectful one. He's now off the back. So the Axemen have got just over a minute to try and snatch this game from the Grafton Ghosts. Andy Gardner pulled down about 5 out from the line. Scott Lacey with the scoot from dummy half. Tries to muscle his way to the in goal there. And he's turned the ball over.
He's dropped it.
So I think that will do us for this afternoon. Fixture.
Might have been a few hands in there, but yeah.
Could have been. Oh, now a penalty to compound the error for the back chat. So that will be all she wrote. Unless this touch finder doesn't make it out, that will be curtains on this afternoon's game. 2 opportunities one to take the lead and then one to level it. And we've opted against it to try and go for the glory, but hasn't been our day today. So this will be the last play of the game, pretty much. Last tap. And a shot made there.
Yeah, so heartbreak there for the Axemen.
So that will wrap up what was an enthralling clash. As I said, it was topsy-turvy with the Axemen jumping out to a 10-0 lead, only for Grafton to fight back early in the second half to take a 12 points to 10 lead. Then they jumped out to 16 points to 10. The Axemen hit back through Clancy Brown in underneath the sticks with a bustling run, only for a penalty goal with about 5 to go from right in front, with an unfortunate high shot from Troy Robinson with a falling defender to edge the Grafton Ghosts in front. After 70 minutes this afternoon, Grafton run out winners, 18 points to 16. I'd like to thank Brock for joining me this afternoon. We'll be back for the first grade games. Please stick around for some messages from our sponsors, and we'll see you back for first grade shortly.
See you then.